Blind Spot here was one of the final cars I had to buy a duplicate of to repaint for my Ties Cars 4 movie, and I'm really glad that I was able to find her just in time. I'm also really glad that buying all of these duplicate cars has given me a chance to review them again, especially some of these Demolition Derby racers, as, to my surprise, they were never really the most popular cars for my suggestion reviews or birthday requests. I really never had that many people ask me to review Demolition Derby cars, and because of that, it has been years since I've reviewed most of them. Like, seriously, the last time I reviewed Blind Spot, it was like this.
I think that this car has an inaccuracy. If you look at that right there, that's a different color than that tire on the diecast.
Oh man, was my voice really that high? That was from 2018, that really wasn't that long ago, man. Anyway guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2021 re-release of Blind Spot from the Demolition Derby. I believe this is her first time being released made in Thailand, and you could definitely see there are going to be some differences between the original China release and the made in Thailand release. I could already tell that this one definitely seems to be a bit of a lighter color there. Of course, we've got Blind Spot's artwork there, the metal logo, and on the back you can see some other cars from the more recent waves and from some older 2021 waves. Fabulous McQueen, Cars 3 Bob Cutlass, who is a weirdly bright color, the Hot Rod Smokey, Taco, Tom W, and Blind Spot herself, of course labeled as seen in Cars 3. So now, let's get her out of the package here. Interestingly, no new releases shown on the back of her car, just re-releases. Alright, so, let's get her out here, and here she is. Alright, looking pretty different. Wow. Okay, well her eyes are definitely much higher up. Okay, that is really interesting looking. I, usually give the made in Thailand variants a chance, Oftentimes, I don't have a problem with them compared to the original releases. A lot of times I can prefer them to the original releases, but Blind Spot here, man, why are the eyes so much higher up? What happened there? Wow. She, as a car, is actually a whole lot higher up. Look at that. She is definitely raised up off the ground a little bit more than the original, it seems. Definitely interesting. We've got the number 10 there on the hood. And there are just, minor paint changes all around between the two Blind Spots. So we have these parts here that are on most of the Demolition Derby cars, partially painted blue on Blind Spot. I've said it in basically every Demolition Derby review I've done for years now. I really like the homemade feel of these Demolition Derby cars. They didn't go to a pro to get repainted. They just did it themselves. Wow, look at that. They actually changed part of Blind Spot. They actually updated part of her here. You could see this whole area is just sort of painted over in pink on the original. But here there are some more gaps in it to make it look more accurate. That is really nice. I'm really glad that they changed that. Of course, this new Blind Spot is going to be repainted, but it's nice to know that they have made part of her a bit more accurate this time. Moving on to the side, we've got the number 10, some pink star designs, some pretty typical looking Demolition Derby wheels with the stripes painted across them. The all bent and destroyed roof rack with some more stars on the roof. A bit of white there as well. Looking pretty cool. We've got the Mystic Body Shop and Dent Service logo on the side. Of course, a local business like most of the Demolition Derby cars have. The windows here look really interesting as they are, unlike on the original, they are fully painted over here and you could barely see the stars that are painted on them compared to here where the windows seem to be their original color. But you could definitely clearly see the stars, and the one on the Thailand re-release once again is more accurate. So really nice to see these updates and changes to make Blind Spot look a bit more like she did in the movie. I always make jokes about all the mistakes they make on the Cars diecast, so it's always really, really nice to see when they fix some of those mistakes. We have Dent Me written on the back, which is pretty funny. I like all the taglines written on the Demolition Derby cars. Got the back windows boarded up as well. Really detailed there. I really like that. Got more of the stars. Of course, the stars are just a total mess all over her. None of them are consistent. None of them look particularly good. And And I think that's just so great. There is a look at the other side. Interestingly, the and dent service is now in there. Here it just says Mystic Body Shop. And I like how there's a star in the middle of the 10 there as well. Like I said, really no consistency with the stars or where they're placed. And yeah, she is definitely a lot higher up on the ground there. Look at that. But once again, it seems that that is a bit more accurate. Definitely some interesting discoveries with this review today. Again, I will be repainting this blind spot, but it's really nice to see them go back and fix some mistakes on this car that I honestly didn't even realize or know were there. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.